Welcome everyone to the Ballinesian midweek podcast episode. This is going to be episode 74, sponsored by Livasa Island Apparel, www.livasaislandapparel.com. Outside of the chunky style Chihu shirt that I'm rocking right now, definitely the posted collection, the American or the Western Samoa one. Make sure to check out the website again, www.livasaislandapparel.com. I am Lance Falitongo.
Yo, which means Forrest. What's up?
Uh, we're also joined by Mike Fizz the Wiz, F-150 FISO, logging in. Episode 74. What are we at? Jumping in on this Wednesday. What up, Mike?
What's up, guys? I thought it was at 5:30. My bad.
Good.
No, you're good.
We're just opening, checking in right now. What's good? What's new with you guys? Forrest, what you been up to?
Being awesome, because I'm fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, you are.
I was just in Federal hanging out with my sisters, the kids, and my parents. What else? Nothing much.
Did you wait?
What happened?
Oh, I was gonna say Raiders Packers is coming up. Did you talk to your sister about that?
Yeah, I'll probably be there Sunday. Just like everybody else, there's always a bet going on, so I'm pretty sure we'll get a bet going on. But I had planned to be in Vegas for that game. One of my really good friends was my brother John Arcapo. He's a big Packers fan. Also, one of the best musicians. Personally, he's the best musician I know. But he's flying to Vegas to watch the game, and we're planning to fly there together. But it's not playing out that way for me.
I'm gonna watch from here. That's Monday Night Football too.
Yeah, it's a Monday. Well, I mean, so it was probably just going to be built up as like Jimmy G. I mean, Monday night games are always the main game of the week, actually. So it's primetime TV. That's what I'm trying to say. Gosh damn it.
Yeah,
so much weed before the show. But it's primetime. It's a primetime slot. So I'm pretty sure, Jordan Love being there. Hopefully Garoppolo's there. I know they're counting on Garoppolo to be there. So yeah.
AOC.
You get to watch Jordan Love. Jordan Love's actually I have to say he's a solid quarterback. After sitting behind Rodgers for a few seasons, he looks pretty solid. He's
we'll see how he looks against Max Crosby and that the Raiders defense this Monday. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good game. We're definitely gonna talk about it again next episode when we do the Sunday recap. Mike, how's it going? What's new? What you got going on?
Oh, another day in paradise. I don't know if we talk about this enough, but guns are a problem in our nation. Holy shit. Today, my sister's school, Garfield High School, was on lockdown today because some kids got in a fight and then pulled out the blickies, started firing.
Whoa.
So her school was on lockdown, had my whole family freaked out. I was about to go do some James Bond, Mission Impossible, extraction, go get my sister. I don't give a fuck what I gotta go through. But luckily she's okay. Everybody's safe.
Glad she's safe, man. Yeah.
That's crazy. For us. So that was today. On the lighter side, Seahawks did their thing on Monday night.
Hey.
That was great to see. I think Daniel Jones honestly was concussed after the fourth sack, and they just kept throwing him out there. I was like, oh my god, I've seen his neck snap back 8 times.
Yeah, how many sacks did the Seahawks finish with?
We finished with 11 sacks on just him. I figured halfway through the fourth quarter they would have pulled him out. Brian Dable was like, "Oh, you want to show some attitude toward me, boy? you stay in, and we're not gonna protect your blind side."
Brian Dable was showing them the tablet and was like, "You didn't see this safety sitting right there? Damn it!" And throws the tablet down.
I can't see you, coach. You're right in front of me. I'm blind. I was laughing because Jamal Adams,
oh my god,
a lot of my friends that are they're I don't know. They're not. I feel like they don't watch the game; they watch the ball. Kind of deal.
Right.
Of as far as fans. So I was like, I don't like Jamal Adams personally. I think that when he's on the team, like all he can do is like he reminds me of those Mario bullets that just they go straight. That's it. And he doesn't even do it like at the right time. So he went down after 9 plays in the game with a concussion,
Jeez.
and now the NFL is trying to fine him for showing concussion symptoms to the person, like the medical staff that determines whether you're concussed or not.
Yeah, the
He
like
was yelling at
neurological
them.
specialist.
He was yelling at them on the sideline, like "Fuck you!"
Don't
There's
tell me
something
I'm
about-
concussed just because I lost consciousness for a while after slamming my head. What's it?
Yeah.
Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Independent neuro
Like
specialist.
anger is a sign of the concussion too. So I don't think they should fine him, but I did think it was very lackluster return to the Seahawks game. But I guess we didn't even freaking need him because Devin Weatherspoon is way better than Jamal Adams ever could be.
Yo, the
Yeah.
coming out game for the rookie. What do you have? An interception, touchdown, 2 sacks?
2 sacks, 6 tackles, or something like that.
Nice.
He was on one.
Looking like a good pick for Schneider and Carroll there in Seattle.
Pete said that he ain't seen anything like him since Troy. So
Who said that?
Pete Carroll said that?
Pete Carroll said that.
Pete Carroll
He's
better
like-
shut the hell up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But we'll see. Yeah. So it's a great week to be a Seahawk. I mean, I was telling all my Niner friends, yo, we might be better at defense than you guys because they didn't even score. They didn't score no touchdowns against us.
Yeah.
What happened to you guys did? Granted, their offensive line was terrible, but ours was too. No starters on either side offensive line. So that was sad.
Is Geno Smith hurt? Did he like mess up his knee or his ankle or something after being taken down weird?
I'm not sure his status right now. They're probably like coming back to practice like tomorrow or maybe today. I didn't see any like news stories or updates on it. He finished the game, so that was nice. And
Right. He came back in.
he was pissed. He
Yo,
was super
yeah,
pissed.
yeah, he was hella mad. He got up in who was it? One of the DBs or something. He got up in his face and was like yelling at him, McMillan or I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, man, go get your boy, dog. Get your boy, man.
Fucking,
Dude, rolled up my legs for no reason when I was running out of bounds. Why would you do
Hey
that?
man, clean tackle. Your fault for being tall, fool.
oh man.
No, I'm just kidding.
Should do a spin move or something.
It didn't look like he was trying to be malicious, but I mean that's a tough tackle. That's why they don't do horse collar tackles anymore.
Exactly.
For that same reason. But
Pulling people back over their legs and ripping.
It was
their
Isaiah
knees up.
Simmons. Yeah, he grabbed him from behind, and then I mean in the play, his legs got rolled up because Isaiah Simmons grabs him from behind and his body rolls into Geno's body. So yeah, I mean, looks like a dirty play, but I don't think he had any malicious intent.
Oh,
it
was
a bad
Isaiah
play.
Simmons?
Yeah, but he goes after McKinley because McKinley's like the captain on the team on the defense. So
gotcha. Get your
So,
boy.
Yeah.
No, shout out to Isaiah Simmons. He had that one like shoestring touchdown saving tackle that I think like the tight end was about to score.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But
Fant.
I had Noah Fant, former Bronco.
Yeah, it was Drew Lock. That whole play was brought to you by the Broncos. That shit was tight.
I had Kenneth Walker at a 9-point lead, and I needed some points. They tripped him up right at the goal line, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what's coming."
Like, I know what this means.
Now Pete Carroll knows what to do now inside the 5 when you need a touchdown.
Never again.
Hand it off to your big guy, and yeah, definitely ended up going 4-0. Hey, oh my god, that feels so good. Went 4-0 in fantasy this week. Yeah, good times. Anyways,
that's so stupid.
It's so dumb. It's fake football. Week 5, the bye weeks have started. The Chargers are on bye, as well as the Browns, the Seahawks, and the Buccaneers. So if you have any of those guys in your lineup, you should be getting like a roster notification or something. Make sure you're trading or swapping those guys out and you have active players. This is when you see who's given up already. When bye players start staying in lineups.
But, it's so funny when you see somebody notify someone like in the chat, just like, hey, your guy's buying. Everybody's like,
Yeah, let
oh
him
man, I
handle
do
it.
that all the time, right? Well, no, I don't do it in the chat. I usually message somebody, hey, you
it's
have
your fault.
No. If you're playing me, I will message you and be like, hey, put a wide receiver in. I want to knock you out with your full lineup. Okay. But if it's somebody else, I think I've actually let people know. No, I mean, but usually if you're playing me, I'll send a message beforehand. I'll send it like 10 minutes before the kickoff. So I told you, but you better fucking be on it. But the bye weeks start this week, so it's going to be do you think having an early bye week is good, or would you prefer a later one?
Yeah, you know what? I prefer a later one. That way, like, you can get through all your injuries first, and then you get that bye week, and you know what I mean? You're getting guys back, and the guys who are kind of injured get to rest later. So
yeah, I think also the later it is, the better it is for your playoff hopes. Like
that's a little rest there.
You get all your injuries out, and you're able to kind of gather yourself late for that last little jump. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I like a later bye. Usually, I think a good bye is like in between week 7 and 11, like right there in the middle of the season, so that you can like figure out what's wrong. If you need to make adjustments, you can. There's still like plenty of season left to make some magic happen. But I don't like these like early ones. Like I'm kind of bummed that the Seahawks are on a bye so early, because we're just starting to like get hot. Our defense. I mean, granted, what's the Giants? Like Giants, they look like fucking junior league football.
What? Where the Giants were good last year, right? They like made the playoffs. They were scoring
Saquon was good.
Okay.
And they would just like he would get the ball. Him and Daniel Jones working together would get the ball with him to like 25-yard line, kick hella field goals, and then maybe a touchdown or two. But without Saquon, with a makeshift line, and then they don't really have like solid receivers. They're not breaking away from anybody in the 3 seconds that he has left.
Oh, yeah. That line is horrible.
Make a decision. Evan Neal right now is under a lot of fire because he said that he was getting criticized, and he's calling all the Giants fans like burger flippers and hot dog slangers and shit.
Oh no, not especially not in New York. That's just gonna blow up big time.
He wants them to boo louder. That's what he said. You should boo louder.
Like, that's not. Especially in New York markets, that'll be super amplified.
He's an offensive tackle. He better be careful. That's where he gets all his strength from, the burger flippers and the hot dog makers.
I know, right?
For don't be dogging
off your
the hand that feeds you.
Right, this fool. He probably got like 7 cousins in Alabama who flip burgers and make hot dogs. This fool gonna call his fans out.
Oh, is Evan Neal? Did he graduate from Alabama?
I don't know. It's just some dude.
Sounds like he did.
Oh wait, it was.
He
was taken top.
He went to A&M. I think he went to A&M.
Okay. Oh no, the University of Alabama.
Oh, she
was
Evan Neal. Yeah, he went super early, but like to be a right tackle.
No, yeah, he was like a
top 10 pick.
Top 10 pick.
7.
Yeah.
Last in 2022.
So there's definitely expectations too, and then being in New York, they'll let you hear about it all over the media.
The expectation is you at least can stand in front of your guy.
Yeah, for real. Those guys are getting tossed.
Daniel, to help Daniel Jones out, the dude, he's a running quarterback, but you're not supposed to be running right after you stop the ball. You know what I mean?
Bro, he got hit over 20 times.
Oh, geez.
Like 11 sacks plus every time he ran the ball. Like those, he never slid. I think he slid one time. All the other times he's lowering the shoulder. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you?
The game, there wasn't too many plays, if any, where he was able to set his feet and throw a ball. So, Matt Breida actually did. When he had touches, he did pretty good running the ball. He did a great job catching out of the backfield. So, I mean, maybe they should run more.
Daniel Jones, they'll figure it out. I thought Brian Dable was like the Midas touch that created Josh Allen, that turned the Wyoming gunslinger into, one of the best quarterbacks in the league and in fantasy football. And now with Daniel Jones, it's like maybe he needs a better quarterback anyways. He might be getting freaking Caleb Williams this year.
Did Brian Daboll also create an O-line? Because that's what they need help with.
Yeah,
for real. He should go play O-line. He looked like he could.
He'd probably give him hella mad, a little less. But those are the Giants. Let's what else do we got? The bye weeks. Who's playing this? The biggest game probably for this week is going to be Sunday Night Football when the Dallas Cowboys, the 3-1 Cowboys, travel to San Francisco and meet the 49ers at Levi Stadium. The undefeated 49ers. This is a 4-0 versus a 3-1 team, both in the NFC. Probably going to determine home field advantage.
Top dog for sure.
I feel like both of these teams have started really well. I know the Cowboys had that loss against the Cardinals, which is like a pretty big blemish on this game. It could have been a 4-0 battle of 4-0s, see who stays undefeated. Instead, I feel like both of these teams kind of beat up on some not so great teams on the way in. They both played the Giants. They both have played the Cardinals. And just those two teams alone not doing great this season. And the other two that they played, I forget who they are, but just not like I feel like this
Niners,
is both of their first test. Oh, right, the Rams and Raiders. Yeah, but this is
I think Rams for the Niners, that was decent test, I'd say. They're a good team, but they've gotten better since they've played the Niners.
I'd always take the Niners over the what are they called again?
Cowgirls?
Thank you. Just their offense is a lot more dynamic than Dallas's. And their defense, I know everybody, especially Frisco fans want me to say that they're supposed to be the number one defense in the league, but if they're not, they're still a really good defense. Dallas probably has the better defense, but they don't have the offense to. Yeah.
Dallas 0 points to New York. In their 4 games, Dallas's defense has allowed 0 points, 10 points to the Jets, 16 points to the Cardinals, 3 points to the Patriots. And the 49ers have allowed 7 points to the Steelers, 23 points to the Rams, 12 points to the Giants, 16 points to the Cardinals.
They're not bad. The Rams do score. So even without Cooper Kupp.
Still great defenses, but I feel like they both, haven't really had to face any crazy offenses.
Yeah.
And now both of them are leading offenses in the league. Like even Dak and Tony Pollard, even though they've switched to Mike McCarthy, I think they're 4th in points or yards. And then the Niners are a scoring machine that have been going off. Christian McCaffrey, all these other weapons.
Yeah.
I think so the Niners are favored by 4 at home. How do the Cowboys win this game? The Niners, we know how it happens, right? It's just an offensive machine, or their great defense locks up Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard's averaging like 4 yards a carry, while the Niners haven't allowed over 4 yards a carry to somebody. So I think the Niners are going to bottle up Tony Pollard, but I don't know. How do you think the Cowboys can even win this game? Is it going to be Dak, CD, freaking Jake Ferguson, the defense,
Micah Parsons?
Right, throw it to Micah.
Yeah, let him do everything.
Let Micah throw it.
I want to see how the defense is going to do against this real ass offense of San Francisco.
I think they gotta get to Brock Purdy. They gotta make him uncomfortable as fuck. They try to get him down sacks. He just if you cut the head off, then I think the rest of the fucking monster will. But Christian McCaffrey, you got to try to keep him within the tackles. It's in the box. Don't let him pop it outside because that's where all his fucking magic happens. Once he gets outside, he can make a couple guys miss. Next thing you know, he's 60 yards down the field, nobody in sight. You're like, really?
He's gone again. CMC
This is how white man's
like,
supposed to run the ball.
CMC seems like the only constant in that offense. Like Brock Purdy will go off sometimes, Brandon Ayuk sometimes, Debo every once in a while this year. But CMC is like, I think he's averaging over 20 points in fantasy. Like,
I think the offense is geared that way because if at all any chance CMC doesn't start to perform, then they can, throw to other guys or have Debo come back there and run it a little bit. But basically, they're gonna feed off, kind of like having a big man in the post. You run your offense with your big man, so they're gonna run their offense through CMC, and that creates what you do with the rest of the game. If CMC can't do it, then they have Kittles. You can run through Kittles, you can run through Debo. They got Ayuk. They've got so many offensive weapons. It's hard to have stable games for those guys. But for CMC, it's easy because he catches, he runs. I mean, you've seen them in a Wildcat before. So there's just so many. He's so dynamic that that offense is like, again, I said, like, basketball reference. You run your offense to your big man or your point guard, and that's what he is for them. It makes it easier. Then for Purdy, it's easier because if it's running through CMC, then Purdy's job becomes easier because everybody's just going to key on CMC, and Purdy can stay back there, just pick and catch with everybody out there.
It's Brock Purdy seems like he has time and a clean pocket and usually pretty open throwing windows, and that's probably because this freaking Christian McCaffrey guy is over here averaging 30 fantasy points a game.
3 people's eyes follow him wherever he goes.
Right? No,
Brock's like, yeah.
Brock's like, yo, they're triple teaming. Plus, like the safety is like still concerned that 23 or 22. What number is he? He's about to pop out.
Like that.
Yeah. So all eyes are on Christian McCaffrey, and that allows Brock Purdy to pick up, the other open guys. George Kittle is still on this team. Like they got a bunch of other wide receivers that are probably were on this freaking scout team with Brock Purdy, and they're like tight, and he's throwing touchdowns to Ronnie Bell.
Right, Ronnie, who's actually pretty good as a rookie. Because I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like
he's got size. He was good at Michigan, and then they got Mitchell on the bench. I honestly think this is the part of the season that they maybe should use Mitchell a little bit more, so there's not too much wear and tear on CMC throughout the season because they run him ragged. I know he does.
Last game, he had 4 touchdowns.
Right. He seems like he doesn't mind. Like some guys are just like, hey man, maybe I can get a little rest, to stretch myself out through the whole season. But he seems to like the productivity, all the work that he's been given. There's no complaints yet. But I know as fans and as if you're especially fantasy fans, you've seen McCaffrey get hurt before, so like a lot of those carries, a lot of his usage has got to be some kind of concern for fantasy users at least.
I feel kind of dirty because I tried to get Elijah Mitchell in a trade, and the guy that was going to trade him to me, it was like as a kicker for a wide receiver swap or something else. But he was like, I don't know if you know, but Elijah Mitchell, he doesn't really like, play that much. CMC is the one like really taking all the workload. And I was like, yeah, but it's that workload that makes me think Christian McCaffrey might get hurt, and then Elijah Mitchell's going to have to fill that role, and the Niners running back fill that cog in the machine.
You told him this?
Definitely.
Yeah, I told him that, and then I canceled the trade. Elijah Mitchell missed the game last week. I didn't know that he's Elijah Mitchell is injured.
It's even worse that the dude. Who are you playing fantasy with? This dude warned you that he doesn't run much. Okay,
I think it was like it wouldn't have been fair because I would have been swapping 2 of my startable wide receivers for CeeDee Lamb. And he was like, CeeDee Lamb and somebody else. And I was like, Elijah Mitchell. And he was like, I don't know if that's enough. And I was like, you know what? Let's just shut this whole shit down. I just saw that Elijah Mitchell is actually injured before Christian McCaffrey is. He actually missed a game last week, and they had like a rookie or some young guy freaking taking the backup carries. So that's not even a valid plan. My injury handcuff is injured. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. But I did want to mention that maybe, like you said, we've all seen CMC get hurt. If you've been playing fantasy for a while, so I might, Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, I think even without the injury, it'll be good
He
to hang
should
on
be
to Elijah
played
Mitchell.
more.
Yeah, I think he should be played more, and I think maybe the Niners will get hip to that and maybe try and get him in there a little bit more. Just it's a long season, especially in football, the physicality of football. To be taking those that to be used that much back.
Oh no.
Contact every game, whether it's running the ball, getting tackled, whether it's blocking, you just get a lot of usage. So
sorry, my screen froze up for you guys. You guys all right? Right.
Hello?
Sorry, I can hear you
hear
guys. I can hear both of you guys.
He looks like so smooth with it too. That's a
yes, sir. Sorry. You guys were paused on my screen, and I don't think you could hear me.
You
were chilling,
bro. You were super
high.
I was like, hello.
I was thinking about it. Good point. Good analysis. Great points. Yes.
The cool super high guy in class. Hey. That's what you look like.
Man, yeah. But what is the game script for the Cowboys to win? For Cowboys fans not to be super sad the Monday after week 5. What is Tony Pollard going off? Micah Parsons, you said, the defense locking up Christian McCaffrey and them?
It's going to be defense, like Mike said. If you can get to Purdy and take him out of the game, then you only have to worry about CMC, Mm-hmm. So if you can get pressure on him and then make the workload go back just to CMC, if he carries most of the workload, that's hard for an offense to win with guys like Debo and Ayuk on the field and Kittles, and you can't get the ball to them. It's difficult to just have CMC do it all game, especially if you have those guys sitting there. It's going to be frustrating if your quarterback can't help get the ball to those guys. So, yeah, defensive-wise, they're going to have to contain at least Purdy and just make sure that he doesn't – and Purdy's not like one of those quarterbacks where you're like, oh, damn, he's going to throw for like 400 yards. He can, though, but you don't want him to go out there and throw for like 200. Right, but you don't want him to go out there and pick you apart for like 280 yards, going to like, 4 different receivers out there, making it difficult for you to key in on CMC because you got to cover everybody else. So just break it down to being able to either just stopping CMC and not having to worry about the rest of the offense, which is super difficult. But like I said, Dallas got a pretty good defense. So, I mean,
yeah,
Micah Parsons is super confident he can do it. I mean, so, defensive-wise, I think, like Mike said, just try to put the pressure on Purdy as much as you can, and so he doesn't sit back there and pick you apart and help CMC beat you.
Yeah, I think that that time in the pocket, because Christian McCaffrey is taking away the eyes of the linemen, the linebackers, even the secondary, is created from Christian McCaffrey being such an electric player. Like, he touches the ball and he can go like the entire length of the field and score a touchdown. And so I think figuring out a way to stop Christian McCaffrey, easier said than done, obviously, but if you can stop him, then maybe, you get the Niners in some 3rd and longs and you put pressure on Purdy and Purdy makes some mistakes. Brock Purdy, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions so far this year. I think the Cowboys have 7 interceptions or on defense. So I don't know. Maybe this is where they force Purdy into some of those long throwing downs, and he throws his first pick of the season, and that can really help set up Mike McCarthy's play calling for Dak and Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup's back making plays. Jake Ferguson had a bunch of catches. I don't know. So it's definitely going to be a great game to watch. Do you guys have any predictions for Sunday Night Football, Cowboys at Niners?
Yeah,
like the score?
Yeah, like winner score.
If there's any way they can come out with both losses, that's what I predict.
Yeah, ties. I usually go for ties. I don't like both the teams. I hope they tie. I think
the lights go out.
man, I hate to say this, but I think the Niners. I think the Niners come out on top. Like you need Dak to play a perfect game for the Cowboys to win. And just like what we've seen over the years, he doesn't do that. Like it always seems like when you're like, okay, we cannot afford an interception right now. Dak says, I got mad interceptions for you guys. Don't worry. I got it covered, man. I got it covered. So like I said, Dak, if Dak plays a perfect game, then the Cowboys, I say the Cowboys come out on top 27-21. But if Dak throws an interception, then I think that the Niners are going to win by like at least a touchdown.
I hear it.
I like Frisco for the game too. I think they're gonna win a bit more, maybe like a 14-point lead at least. I think they'll win by.
I want to see Brock like have a game-winning drive. It's like, has he ever won a game for them like that? No.
They've always been ahead.
Yeah, I mean he gets points on the board, right? But like his defense is also getting mad stops. So you're going out, it's like 7-0, 14-0, 17-0, and you're like, oh, all right, this is chill. But if he has to do a comeback, man, it might be a little different. He might get some ants in his pants.
Yeah.
If I'm Brock Purdy and I'm listening to this, I'm like, hey, man, that's what my defense is for. so I don't have to leave.
Both of these
That's why I say he's like Russell Wilson, bro. He's Russell Wilson.
Both of these offenses statistically lead the league, but you have to also factor in that, like you said, they're getting short fields. They're getting big performances out of their defense to put them into really good offensive situations. So, it's going to be a great game to watch. I think the Cowboys, I don't know about their offense. I don't think their offense can stay with Shanahan's Niners offense.
I think that's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Their defense, Micah Parsons, I want to see them be able to affect the game in a way that really gives the Cowboys a chance to win. So, like, either another defensive score, which they've been doing a lot of. Shout out to the Cowboys defense and special teams and fantasy. That is always nice to see.
Yeah,
your defense intercepted.
Getting 20 points a game, bro. Like,
that's dope. That's try not to rely on that.
If you have their defense.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Trying to get the Seahawks defense. They got 11 sacks. That was hella points.
Oh my God. Yeah. And so I want to see the defense do something, and really I want to see the defense fucking stop this juggernaut so that they can prove to everybody else that it's possible. But the Chargers actually get the Cowboys after, so I hope it's the week after. So I hope this Sunday Night Football game is a fucking slugfest and they beat the shit out of them, so that they're super tired the next week. I think the Niners last year, their opponents were all like 0-16 the week after, some shit like that.
Yeah.
It was some crazy stat where it's just like so physically exhausting to play that team that you suffered the week after. So I'm hoping for that personally.
This is the streak this is the one that breaks the streak.
Yeah. Like Christian McCaffrey's got 13 touchdowns in a row. 13 has scored a touchdown in 13 straight games.
I was like, God damn, he has 13 touchdowns this year? What the fuck?
I think he probably has like 7 or 8 after that 4 touchdown game.
Probably.
But yeah, this dude is literally the number 1 player in fantasy football, averaging 30 points a game, 120 points scored on the season. And he just had like a 48-point game with that big one. It's like, I don't know, Christian, but I'm worried he's going to get hurt. Anyways, moving on away from these teams that are freaking going to be on Sunday Night Football.
They're good.
These good teams. What else do we got? Wait.
We got Rodney Harrison.
Bro.
Being a hater.
That was so weird. And
that was cringe, bro.
Right.
It wasn't fucking cringe to watch. He was like trying to get him to talk shit about Zach Wilson. He's trying to get the Chiefs' Chris Jones in a post-game interview to talk shit about his opponent, New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson.
It would have been cool.
Hard.
and he just stopped after Chris Jones answered the question.
Yeah.
But he came back full on, just like
Double dip, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like, you're special. Danny Jones is special. Like, that's crazy. But I mean, Rodney Harrison's always been about the controversy, I guess, even since his playing days, So that was you know what I mean? These damn Chargers.
You gotta go back to his playing days for
one of those dirty guys on the field.
Hard-hitting safety when he was in San Diego, and then he went to New England and he got all shiesty and shit.
He was a hater. He was a hater playing behind Junior out. Both teams had to be a dirty player after that. Anyway, no,
that was weird.
Like, he was a good football player, but then for him to attack a player like that, that's I don't know, that's weird. And him coming back and being like, "Look, I was just being real." You can be real without being an asshole. I mean, I'm an asshole, but I mean, you can.
But it's possible to be real without being an asshole.
Like he didn't have to go out. Like
even though that's the route you choose to communicate, it's possible to not have to go that route. What do you think his motivation was? Do you think he was put up to that by like the people, or is that just something?
That's even worse though. Like because then Rodney Harrison's talking about how he's real and how all throughout his career, he's been his own man, and then you're gonna like be a dick because the executives ask you to be a dick on camera for ratings.
Yeah. Maybe he's like not popular enough. He wants to keep his job. And I guess Tony Dungy was probably getting old. Was it Tony Dungy?
That was there with them? Yeah, I think it was Tony. One of them, or maybe it was Herm Edwards. I think that was with them.
Okay, and now freaking is Jason McCourty?
Or
one of the brothers.
Yeah, it's one of the McCourty twins.
One of the twins.
Oh, and the other is that the same one that's doing Good Morning Football? He replaced Nate Burleson as the black person on the morning show.
The token will just be like, it was McCourty. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, it was
right. McCourty. Either way.
It was the McCourty that played DB for the Patriots. Okay. At some point in his career. That was crazy that they were both on the same team at the same time, Jason and Devin McCourty. That's cool. Or is it? Would you not like to be on the same team as your brother?
I don't know. It depends. Like, you seen that clip of the brothers, one was at Alabama and Mississippi State, where he the play ends and he turns around and realizes that he's on the field with his brother for the first time in college, and he's so hyped, like he just starts jumping on his brother. I would feel like that would be the feeling, playing with your brother opposite or on the same team. But I don't know, maybe Devin and Jason have a weird relationship.
If you both are playing at the same time, I think it'd be tight. But I think about like the Lopez brothers, like one's like he's like 4th string and Brooke is 1st string. Like, I don't know, there might be some weird animosities going on there.
What about Giannis? What does both of his?
Nah, he's definitely down. He was like, "Come on over." He made the Bucks sign them. I feel like.
Yeah, and then they got the I think all 3 of them now, right? Because the other one's on the
on the Lakers.
Yeah, Costas and Thanasis.
Alex.
Yeah, oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh damn.
So Alex is supposed to be just as good as Giannis later in his career. So I don't know. That's what they were saying.
Okay. Squad.
Free time.
Yeah, but their story is different though, because they literally have stories about them like jacking people in Greece and like going out and selling stuff to the tourists. That's how they made money. Like they were homeless at times. So I mean, if you're in the NBA on the same team with Brady, you're like, man, if I sit at the end of the book, right? If I sit at the
hella skinny, slender man, motherfucker.
Ooh. Hey, he doesn't have to reach in. He just stand up and like grab your shit.
Grab your shit, throw it on top of the roof, and run away.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, I played with some brothers. Actually, on my high school football team, Peter and Paul Talibal. They were my bookends, defensive ends. So that's funny, twins.
That's a good point about if you're both playing. But the McCourty twins, not only were they on the same team, they were in the same DB room. Like they went to the same meetings.
Yeah,
they were
either sides
on the
of
same
the wall.
plays. They were on.
Don't throw it to McCourty's side.
He was like, they're all over the place. He's everywhere. Yeah, but that's also dope. I remember my cousins would like always try to be on different teams, Eddie and Carl, growing up, and their dad would be like, "Why are you guys never on the same team?" like mad is like, me and my brother were always on the same team, trying to beat everybody else, and you guys immediately are captains of opposite teams. And Carl's just like, "I want to beat him." It's like, okay,
Respect.
yeah, it's like I want to win. I want to beat you, brother. Yeah, no respect in the U.S. House of freaking Representatives. You guys tracking that the Speaker of the House was fired for the first time?
I saw that.
And
First time.
Kevin McCarthy, Republican congressman out of California, has lost the gavel and control of the office of the Speaker of the House. What does this mean? We're like rudderless as far as the legislation that's being. Yeah, yo, Hakeem Jeffries is like, I'll do it. He's like, I'll be your speaker. Like, that's gonna be so weird having a speaker from the minority party like in office while it's like all Republicans. I don't know what the hell is going to happen or how this affects like the US government shutdown that was delayed from happening a month and a half.
Well, if you look at it now, it kind of helped because somehow they got the money that allowed the government not to shut down. So,
well, yeah,
they
kicked it down. McCarthy was like, it probably looked bad if I let this government shut down, and I'm the one in charge when it happens. So he made a deal. He got an extension on it, and that's supposed to give the Congress a month and a half to further figure out the budget. You know, more time to debate, write up how it's going to work, and agree on it. Yo, well, no. So the people that wanted the government to shut down were like, "Oh, you motherfucker," and then started this whole shit to get him fired. And now it's just like further like affirming to me that it's just a fucking show, and people are just doing it. It's just like a political theater, and what we actually need for the country, like people being able to afford food, housing, medicine, basic shit is not. That's not what it's about. That's so dumb. We're about fucking votes. We're about, getting people to like us, popularity. I'm cool. Just like people getting their own promotion and shit. Fix it. Fucking fix it. Come on, America. Hey, you're number one, right?
If you're in California, though, and you work fast food, hurrah to you, because you get $20 an hour now.
Hey, that got passed? $20 an hour for all fast food workers?
Except for any place of business that has their own bakery in it or makes their own bread. I don't know why.
Oh, shit. McDonald's is going to be making its own bread now.
For real. There's going to be hella places putting in fucking ovens.
Yep, so we're making bread so we don't have to pay $20.
Right. Everybody at Panera must have been pissed because they for
sure can't. Yo, shout out
Subway. Subway doesn't count.
Yo, Subway bread doesn't even count as bread in other countries outside of America. That shit is a donut or a cake.
They look like the most unhappiest fast food restaurant employees ever.
When you go to Subway?
When you go to Subway, they're
always pissed making the sandwich.
What sandwich do you want? The one that comes with a smile, damn bitch.
6-inch or foot long.
Right. Like I feel bad. Like I want to pay extra for my sandwich now because you're so unhappy.
You can do that at the end.
I said I wanted to. I didn't say I would.
Yeah, you can put a tip and hope that it makes them happy.
Don't be mad. We making the same money, man.
He'd be like, "Look, you mad making my sandwich? You putting that energy into my food? I don't like it."
For real.
Right.
No, for real. I was getting one sandwich made one time at a Subway, and this guy I was like, "Can I get some Parmesan cheese?" And he shook this shit hella hard, and the fucking lid fell off, and all the Parmesan cheese fell off my sandwich. I said, "Bro," he's like, "Do you want me to start over?" I was like, yeah, dude."
I would be like, "Yeah, and I want that one."
For free. I was like, "Calm down, man. Whatever you're going through, don't take it out on my sandwich."
He dumped the whole Parmesan. He's like, "Is that enough, or do you want?"
Tell me when.
Did you want a sandwich with that Parmesan?
For real, bro. Like,
Don't be putting your mad energy.
it
in
just
my
always
fucking-
gives off the vibe like they don't want to be there. They hate sandwiches. Like every
Somebody should tell
part of the
them.
process looks difficult for them.
I
Like,
mean,
look,
you guys
this-
have you guys worked in fast food? You guys have worked in like industry stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked for a chowder house. That was like, it was like in a mall, so it's kind of like fast food.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we remember the worst of the customers like coming
Right.
in and complaining about certain stuff. So
Weren't you a manager, Lance?
No.
Oh,
I've been
I
fired from
think-
a bunch of fast food places. Never a
I thought you were-
manager.
I thought you were a manager at McDonald's.
Oh no! When I worked at McDonald's in Samoa, I was a freshman and sophomore. I think up to my junior year in high school. So it was like on the weekends and then
Damn.
like at nights and stuff. But it started in the summer. I think McDonald's actually put out a report recently that like 1 in 10 or 1 in 8 people,
1 in 8, bro.
8
1 in
people
8.
have worked at McDonald's.
That was a commercial I saw during football. I was like, is
Yeah.
that true?
It was
I
like,
was like, oh my
we
God.
all work together in the McDonald's family.
That's crazy because Taco Bell's been offering $17 an hour for a long time. I'd rather work there.
Right.
Hey,
Everywhere you go, like all the food like inspectors, they always say Taco Bell is the best as far as cleanliness and
Right.
like food preparation. Like Taco Bell's always A1.
What?
Yeah, bro. Everybody
So
hates
it's
on
not
Taco
like
Bell.
it's not like a sickness thing that messes with your gut. It's like a product thing.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
like,
they're dirty or anything. That's
Nah.
the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like
too much
that-
sauce.
That's a damn. So it's not the.
Well, I can't blame it on that.
I just thought all 3 of the Taco Bells I went to might have had like same not as good cleanliness.
I said, why the fuck am I always on the toilet after fucking Taco Bell?
Ah.
I just had Taco Bell like right before I got on too.
I
have to
might
cut
go
this
and get it
short.
right after.
It was that. Welcome everybody to the.
fucking sway.
This episode has been brought to you by Taco
That's,
Bell.
welcome everybody to the Ballinesian podcast. I'm here on my toilet.
Yeah. Excuse me.
See how we always get into food, but hey, so if
It's
you eat Taco
life.
Bell,
It's
you
life.
get like bubble guts or you get like the burn. Which one? Because it's tough, man.
I be putting
real
sauce
Mexican
on it.
roll.
I don't use sauce on anything
Oh.
else. But if they ask me if I want sauce, they remind me. I'm like, yo, give me some mild. Give me some
It's
hot.
mild's fine.
Mild's fine, right? It's just the taste, right? But then I'll be like, throw in a couple hot in there. And Samuel be in the passenger seat like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't like hot
Yeah.
sauce. And I was like, I like the Taco Bell hot sauce. Give me.
It's called self-abuse, babe.
No.
Like this is hot sauce for beginners.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, it's definitely the burn. What is the Taco Bell order for you guys?
Oh,
Oh, I try to go to breakfast because the breakfast steak
Ooh.
crunch wrap
dude.
with extra steak and sour cream. My gosh, I'm amazing.
Steak breakfast crunch wrap, extra steak, sour cream.
Extra steak, sour cream,
That's the one. What does it come with?
Uh,
Eggs, cheese,
eggs, cheese, steak,
brown?
and a hash brown inside of a wrap.
inside of a warm tortilla. Nice.
Mm.
You hear it. What about you, Mike?
Does it have the hard tortilla in it too?
No, it's because it already has the
Hash brown.
Oh, the hash
hash
browns.
brown in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of fat, bro. I get three crunchy tacos, no lettuce,
Get that out of
3
here.
beefy melt burritos, no sour cream, and like a quesadilla, and maybe some of those little cinnamon balls filled with the
Bro,
Cinnamon
cream.
delights.
I was just about
Bro,
to say
those
the
are
first
so
time-
good.
I just tried one of them Sunday night. Man,
the
me and
first
my
time
niece-
you tried the cinnamon.
bro, we
Bro,
went,
they're
and
so good.
My niece wasn't really hungry, so I asked what she wanted. She goes, "Oh, let me get one of the cinnamon freaking, the shits." I was like, "All right."
Let me get the
Uh,
shits.
And then
I get a Taco Bell.
you can get it in a 12-pack too. So I was thinking like maybe it's like the cinnamon twist curl things they used to have.
Yeah, like the crusto whatever.
Right. So I was thinking
Churro twist.
Yeah.
Cinnamon twist.
But we got home and they started eating it. They were pulling out these like little balls. I'm like, oh, what is that? I'm like, this is what I ordered. And so she made the mistake of going to bed and leaving the rest of the pack on the table. And so me and my nephew had two. I think there was like 6 more. So I bit one. And I was like, holy shit. And then like, you know, I mean, it has like, this is gonna sound gross, but it has the gooey stuff that comes out. Whatever they have inside that fills it.
Bust down.
Oh my gosh. And then for some reason, I don't know how it happened, but the 6 disappeared. And it was, I mean, amazing.
They gone.
They were gone for no reason.
Large Baja Blast. Throw that bitch in there too.
That's what I'm saying.
Best soda ever.
I try
Baja
not to
Blast.
go to Taco Bell when I'm like super high because then I end up showing how much of a fat ass is.
Yeah.
I am. I usually get like the Dorito, or was it the one of the Frito-Lay burrito, one of those things.
Yeah.
I get like 2 of those, and I always look and I like, oh, you know what? Can I get a party pack of Doritos tacos?
Oh, you add on the party pack?
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
And then you're at home, and then you're like, you know, you can't eat it all, but you're like, damn, but I'm so fucking high.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try.
Right. Yeah. You ate the 2 burritos, and you get down to like 3 tacos. It's like, damn, I fucked up.
Yo, if you get the party pack, you got to start with the party pack. You got to start chipping away at the party pack before you get the other burritos.
It doesn't matter if it's my family or the homies. I'm always around like-minded people. So if I come home and I know people, I'm like, oh, yeah, get tacos? No.
For me?
Not for you.
I see you have 18 items there.
Yeah, all of a sudden you sound like the violator from Spawn. No. Don't touch my tacos.
Wait, who's the violator?
Have you never
the
watched
clown?
Spawn? Yeah.
He's in the Call of Duty Battle Pass right now.
Yeah, he is. That's why I mentioned it.
I was just shooting that dude. Killed it.
Yeah.
John, yeah. The freaking the sloth in Ice Age.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors, man. John Leguizamo.
He's good.
Yeah, he was cool. He was also in one of the most Samoan movies ever, Tu Wong Fu. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
What?
Tu Wong Fu. But if you see it, if you ever want to see Patrick Swayze, what is the
when they dress up as ladies, guys.
Right. Passenger 57. What's his
Wesley
name?
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, all in drag. And that's a good movie. Yeah. Tu Wong Fu. You got to watch it. Classic movie.
Wait, who was the character? John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
He was also in a really good franchise, John Wick.
Yeah,
John Wick.
He's a original Super Mario bro. He's Luigi.
Yeah.
He was Luigi.
Mario's a fucking psycho.
That's
right. He just is like a very good supporting actor.
Yeah. He's been in a bunch of I liked him.
I like that one.
Oh, he was in the movie called The Pest. If you ever watched that, oh my gosh, super irritating, but you couldn't stop watching it.
Nice. Movies. I was talking to Marcus from the Polyticket podcast about
guy, the sexy voice.
Oh, the sexy voice guy. Hey, you good? You good?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I won't lie, man. When I was in high school, my voice used to switch up when I was on the phone and I knew it was a girl. Because if you get, especially once you got caller ID, because it was your home, hey, what's up, man? Because you looked at it, if it was like my older sister was one of her friends, and you were like, hey, how you doing? You were like, hey, you want to speak to Missy? Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get it. All of a sudden, you're like cool as shit.
How's your day?
I'll pick it up. I'll get it. I'll get it. Ring, ring. I'll get it.
Right, and my sister would always call me. I was like, "Why do you sound like that?" I was like,
"Sound like
what?"
Right, and then you're off the phone. Yeah, like, come on, guys, let's go to the park now.
Hello. Yeah.
Not alone, Marcus.
Me and Mr. Sexy Voice. We're talking about a Polynesian movies, like classics that everybody has seen. Everybody except for us. I'm woefully behind on a bunch of like what you would call the starter kit for classic Polynesian movies. Once Were Warriors, Orator, Textuous. No,
you have not.
I have not.
Damn, that's just intense, bro. You better be disclaimers.
Right.
You need to
I thought it was like a good right because everybody knows about it. They say it's a.
You thought everybody was gonna be doing the haka.
Right. And so like now it's like, oh, it's like
Such
a
a good
really
movie.
serious
You gotta
movie.
watch it.
Yeah.
But I will give you insight into the movie.
Okay.
I always so it's a book series. There's 3 books. I forgot the last one, but the second book is called Where the Broken Hearts Go. Not too many people know they made a second movie. So there is a second movie out there. You can find it on
Oh,
YouTube. They have it on YouTube. You can watch it on
there's a
YouTube.
Once Were Warriors sequel movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Where the Broken Hearts Go. It continues off like after Jake has left his family and he finds like these 2 Maori dudes who kind of like take him under his wing and like, he starts to, I guess, mature at that age with these 2 guys that he's finding, and then he's trying to
40.
save, right? Then he's trying to save his son as well. One of his sons, damn, no, you know what? I'm gonna give it away. The older son that was in the gang in the first movie, he dies in the movie, so he's trying to save his youngest son. Yeah, super good movie. It's about his transition from who he used to be, which was Jake the Musk, into being Jake the father. So, and then hopefully they decide to make the 3rd book a movie, which is really cool. So it'll continue on. But yeah, if you go onto YouTube and you search Once Were Warriors, it'll probably pop up. But it's called Where the Broken Hearts Go. Same characters. The mom's still in it. Jake, of course, is still in it. The youngest son, and then a whole bunch of new characters that you're gonna like. So it still has some of him beating up people. So if that's what you liked in the first one, you still get a little bit of that. But yeah, super good movie. The first movie just was cool because it showed you a side of New Zealand that probably not too many people ever saw, and how the indigenous people were living in like the hoods, I guess we would call them, the projects in New Zealand, and just family violence, domestic violence, how that plays into families, everything. And it's not just domestic violence, it has like child abuse, sexual abuse in it, and how that plays into things. So really good movie. Really
Oh,
good movie.
like
Domestic
it was
abuse too. Shit,
Yeah.
motherfuckers beating the shit out of everybody.
what would you guys say was like what made this such an influential movie? Like, is it
that
well, like cinematic, like sort of like really well put
both
together, or the acting,
cinematography,
or the music?
yeah,
It's a sad
cinematography was
story.
great. That too. Cinematography was great. The music, of course, because you get I don't know if you ever heard What's the Time? That was in that movie. What's the time, Mr. Blue? I don't know if you ever heard that song when you were in Samoa, but
Maybe.
what it had who was it? Otaru Billionaires Club, OTC. How Bizarre. That was in the movie. That's from the movie. That in the movie. Uh, and then just like they have elements of the Maori culture in it that they show when one of the sons goes to like a detention center and he's starting to learn, he gets better. So they have that. Yeah, and then it just shows like you can relate to it if you're in the States because they're in the hood and the struggles that they go through as well, while they're living out there working for paycheck to paycheck. Obviously, if you're Polynesian, Melanesian, that culture, just how uh like the cycle of abuse, domestic abuse in the family, and how it can become a cycle because you get to watch your father not only go out and beat up people where he's praised for it, like by other people, like his friends and people know him as Jake the Muss. Ain't nobody fuck with him because he just be fucking everybody up. But he also comes home and then he beats the shit out of your mom. That's a common theme among a lot of people that are like
Gotcha.
us. So great movie. Yeah, the storytelling was great. Like Mike said, the story is amazing story. So great acting. Some of the better Maury actors that you'll see are in that movie. He's I guess you'd probably say if you're in America, he what is his name?
Cliff Curtis.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. That's who I was thinking of too. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
quintessential Maorian actor if you're in the United States because he's been in like everything
Training
even
Day.
Whale Rider.
Well, Rider. He's also the father of Aquaman.
I thought that was Tamuria.
Oh no, my bad. That's the other dude. But yeah,
Sakura?
yeah. But so Cliff Curtis is his role
Yeah,
now was
he's the
probably
Rock's
like
brother in Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in Collateral Damage with
Ooh, okay.
with Sylvester, not Sylvester, Arnold
Yeah, yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Him, and then the other dude who plays Jake the Muss. Those two. He plays the father of Aquaman in
Oh, and he's
Aquaman.
in all the Avatar movies too.
That too. So yeah, I
I'm
mean,
like Avatar 4. What the fuck?
I couldn't watch the latest one. It's 3 hours. I still haven't watched it yet.
That's part 2, though. How is there already a part 4?
Nah, I guess 3 comes out in 2025. Part 4 comes out in 2029, and part 5 comes out in 2031.
Jesus.
Wow.
The last one's gonna be 24-hour movie.
Yeah. All night long.
It's
You'll
only
be there
played
for
at
24 hours.
at the Sphere in Las Vegas. It's a fully immersive 1-day movie event where you have to be like in the freaking land of the
haven't you
Avatar.
watched, Lance? What else haven't
Yeah,
you
what
watched,
other
Lance?
poly
Oh,
movies have you
bro.
not seen?
Almost all of them. Let me just
Well,
read.
Whale Rider.
No, that's the second movie that we're talking. So this is a list of movies that we're planning on watching and then talking about, right? Once We're Warriors, Whale Rider, The Orator, The Tattooist.
Yep.
I have seen Siona's Wedding, but definitely want to do like a whole episode.
Did you
on
watch
that.
part 2? You watched part 2 as well?
I don't think I think I only watched part 2 once, and I don't remember it almost at all. Boy.
Oh, that is my all-time favorite.
Okay.
All-time favorite.
Take Home Pay with Topanga.
That was pretty good. Dude, that was
like
pretty
the
good.
Laughing Samoan freaking stand-up specials.
Yep.
And then like other movies done by poly directors or something.
Johnny Lingo. Have you ever watched Johnny Lingo?
No, I've definitely seen lots of different parts of Johnny Lingo and scenes growing up, but I've never
That's my
watched it
favorite.
from like top to bottom.
Mahana, you ugly.
You ugly.
I used to say that to this girl at my church.
What? Is that her
the
name?
pastor's daughter. No, her name was Rachel Anna. So I'm like, Rachel Anna, you ugly. I'm sorry, Rachel. Hope you're doing well. If you listen to this, my bad. Kids are mean.
Somewhere in America, Rachel just stopped dead in her tracks for no reason and started crying. She doesn't know why.
Yeah. She's never heard
stopped.
of this. It's just like,
She's at Taco Bell right now.
Flashback, right? Flashback
At Taco
right
Bell,
now.
high as shit at Taco Bell, ordering a party pack of tacos, just started crying.
Rachel's high as shit.
Yeah.
Like, why do I feel so sad right now? I feel like
My
someone's
bad.
calling me ugly.
I say that all the time.
Why do I feel ugly?
Don't worry, I'm gonna bring you eight cows.
Are there any other Islander movies you guys can think of that need to be like reviewed or that are influential that should go on the list?
Man,
What are your guys' thoughts on Summer Heights High?
Bro, that shit was funny as fuck.
What is that?
Jonah, you don't know who Jonah Tokolua is, man?
Jonah Tokolua.
So after they made that, they made a different one. And
Yeah,
HBO
Jonah from Tonga.
They had to cancel it because I guess Americans were so like
incensed.
Yeah, but like so yeah.
It's just this one white dude who like he does all the like main characters and so he's portraying like a Tongan kid. And I'm not gonna lie, man, like he kind of nailed it.
No. And so there's one episode.
It's a white actor playing a Tongan.
They might
draw.
Still,
he like brown faces himself.
I think he's still kind of. I think he is maybe a little maybe.
Chris Lilly, that's his name.
But there was an episode of Summer Heights where this fool gets called into the office and his dad has to come over, and then he starts lying when his dad's there because he told the teacher that his dad touches his dick.
What? Oh no!
Oh no, you stupid ass! Huh?
Right? What are you telling him? He goes, "Yeah, you touched my dick, Dad." And after he goes, "Okay, I was lying. I just was mad at the teacher." He's like, "Oh, he was mad at his dad for taking his PS4."
Oh,
something funny. Like you should check it out. It's hilarious. But yeah, it definitely caught some heat.
Yeah. There was so one of the episodes on the HBO version, Jonah from Tonga, his whole family gets like this tattoo, and then when he gets it, what did he? So I think he gets it on his butt cheek, but it looks like a dick.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, it's called Jonah from Tonga?
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
think
that's like the spin-off of
that's
Summer
what
Heights High.
HBO was trying to capitalize on. Somebody at HBO thought he was funny, and they were like, you know what? Let's bring it to America.
Oh, he's making fun of those savages. That's funny.
They had Summer Heights High. They also had another one. It was an animated cartoon. Forgot what it was called. I'll try to find it.
Oh man, there was like the Naked Someones that did like a New Zealand cartoon. I forget what it was called.
That one was pretty.
But those are the guys
offensive.
that did Siona's Wedding, I think.
I think so.
A bunch of them were the actors that were involved in that, and I feel like Oliver, fuck is his name? Oscar Knightley, was in that. Was a recognizable voice, I think. What about classical, like other classical island movies that need to be reviewed, or that a bunch of people say they watched but they actually haven't?
There's one that's independent. They did it. I forgot what it was called. It's someone story about this dude. It's like I think he's going through a curse in the house in New Zealand somewhere. It's about the culture. I'll try to find out. I'm so bad at it right now. I heard about that one. Josefina. I haven't watched that yet either, but I heard that it was pretty good. You can go to the website.
Josefina, yeah. That
you can rent it from their website. That one. I mean, and then classical stuff is hard to like. A lot of it's gonna be like there was a movie back in the day that was filmed in Hawaii called North Shore about surfing. Yeah. Had some white dude move from Arizona North Shore to go surf.
Oh, it's a white guy?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not necessarily like classical or way back, but just stuff that's influential, I think. Yeah, but definitely thinking about starting more podcasts and like figuring out how to package a bunch of broadcasts together to, I don't know, like some sponsors or something. We need to start making some money off of this. Start getting paid, hang out and talk sports and cool shit and go do stuff.
There's another great movie, probably the number one, Moana.
Hey, fucking... It did not make the top 5 for Mike. Is it?
Actually, if you guys can go and look it up. I think they turned it into a TV series in New Zealand right now, but it's called The Deadlands. It's like a warrior movie, Maori warrior movie.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. It was pretty good. It was on HBO for a while. HBO, sorry. It was on Netflix for a while. Really good movie. That was pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep an eye out and ear out for different, different movies or Polynesian actors or Pacific artists that are doing films that we can kind of review and break down and see where those people
have
are
some
now.
Homework each week, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, have you watched the Legend of Baron Tol?
Yeah, I just saw that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's a big dude, man. He's pretty big on it. He's pretty big.
He's played one of the Wild Samoans on Young Rock, and then a couple couple different roles.
Johnny Tsunami. You guys seen that one?
Ooh. Why am I thinking Jackie Chan?
No, because was the kid the voice of one of the kids from Young
Great American Dragon? No.
Yeah,
but Johnny Tsunami is what? I don't think I've seen Johnny Tsunami.
It was on Disney Channel.
Yeah, and his dad his grandpa was Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, Shang Tsung Surfer.
Yeah.
I just wrote Johnny.
You gotta ride the wave, Pono.
Pono, you look at me like that, Pono. Pono, you gotta go back.
What's it called? Johnny what?
Johnny Tsunami. Like, so he moves from Hawaii to like fucking Colorado or something.
Something like that.
Somewhere with mountains. He has to learn how to snowboard instead of surf.
I wrote Johnny Shang Tsung.
Don't it say something?
Like, Johnny suits me.
No, Grandpa.
That's not a good movie. Don't watch that, kids.
Don't link that one up. Yeah. That's gonna be exciting. If anybody listening to this wants to hop on the pods or start your own pod, create a pod about any of the topics that we do or don't do, like freaking TV, reality TV, politics. There's a bunch of other different podcasts. Basketball. I talked to some guys about starting up a basketball pod. Talked to Migs, Luke. They're down for but when does basketball tip off? This month?
No,
I got my fantasy draft
oh
on
yeah,
the 10th.
like preseason. They're in training camp. So I mean,
okay, but the actual regular season doesn't tip off until November, or when is that?
November.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so basketball's coming up. Definitely.
Wow, the preseason starts tomorrow.
Holy shit! Yeah, we'll cover. I mean, obviously, we can cover anything and everything, any sort of sports stuff here on the Ballinesian podcast. But
I vowed not to talk basketball until the Bulls are good again.
Oh no!
Well, maybe a couple of years from now, then
call some people's. Yo, is Lonzo Ball out for this year?
Out for the season
already.
But
Lonzo, I was like, what? LaMelo? What?
I mean,
he's like, Lonzo, whatever.
Stuff like that. I applaud stuff like that because you could be playing and then, I mean, what would you rather do? Be walking with your kids somewhere like later in your life, or playing for a season and then like being pushed around by your kid in a wheelchair maybe later? So he's taking it slow. He says the rehab is going pretty well, so he's giving himself a chance to come back, not this season but next. Good to see. I mean, it's not like one of those guys that are like taking time off because his like he cut himself shaving or something. So So
it's like a real.
Look at David Njoku, bro. Burned his whole face, still showed up to work on Sunday.
See? Yeah.
He's a monster.
Then you have Kawhi talking about the NBA rules aren't gonna motivate me more to play any more games than bro.
Yeah, he's like, I'm playing an even 62. Okay.
I don't need an award. Wait, do you think that also affects like first team, second team, all NBA?
It has to. It should. Because you can't be a bitch and be a first team NBA player. Shit. Get up and play, fool.
Wait, what is the new rule? You have to play a certain amount of games?
65 minimum for any award.
Yeah.
Consideration.
65 out of 82, 17 games. What is that?
Nobody's making that.
That's what, 80% of the games?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Has to be. I mean, look, you guys make so much. I get it. If you're hurt, you're hurt. But if you're not, well, and you can't complain like, it's occupational hazard, bro. You get to play basketball for a living and get paid.
He's like, I want to continue to play basketball and get paid for many, many more years. And for that reason, I will prevent injury by only playing in 78% of the games.
I don't want to
fuck who saved their money up to come and see me.
Exactly. That's crazy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's my body, my career. Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. It used to be Columbus Day. I don't know anybody that says Happy Columbus Day anymore, but that's coming up this Monday, October 9th.
Because Columbus was a piece of shit.
But yeah, there was a PragerU video that's like, Columbus is like, oh, it's just the times. Like, it's just, it's how we do it. Slaves, people, money.
Rape.
Yeah. But yeah, Indigenous Peoples Day, October 9th. You guys got the day off? Is it a federal holiday still?
Is it? I don't know.
We don't celebrate federal holidays at my work.
Yeah.
We're just a small business. It's Monday. It's next Monday. So, but like we celebrate Chinese New Year because like 70% of our work is Chinese or
I was just about to say
Vietnamese or something, you know what I'm saying?
Outnumbered, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I tried to take Martin Luther King Day off. My boss didn't give it to me.
You should tell them you're Indigenous and you're gonna file a lawsuit if you don't get Monday off.
I just won't show up.
It's my day. I'll be back. Just save the word for tomorrow. It'll be okay. The company's not gonna break down. We're gonna be all right.
But yeah, I like that it's Indigenous Peoples Day because like what we didn't set for like our whole lives up until like probably the last like 10 years, we've been taught that this guy was like he did something great. Like without
Right.
him, we wouldn't be here in America. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened. He came through, fucking did a bunch of genocide, mutilated a bunch of people.
Raped a bunch of women.
Yeah, it was just a douche.
No.
That's not the vibes I want to celebrate.
Yeah, but we were told he was just the great explorer that settled the American islands, discovered the Americans, discovered the Americas.
Yeah, that too.
And like never actually set foot on American soil. He went to a bunch of like islands. What did you go to, Cuba?
He's in like
or
the Caribbean and
Yeah.
like Haiti and stuff.
Yeah, just not down for what he brought with him in his supposed discovery of lands that were known and had people living for hundreds and thousands of years. So now Indigenous Peoples Day recognizes the people that like literally Columbus helped erase. Yeah,
Remember-
going on to like the land that we live on here in America and the people that originally had it and how it's stolen land.
Remember in school when you used to learn about like was it 13 colonies? And they were, you know, I mean, all the trouble they went through when they were here, not knowing that they came here unwanted.
Yo, they talk about like I went to a Christian school growing up, and they talk about how the Pilgrims were trying to worship and find freedom of religion that they couldn't have in England.
That's why they escaped England. Yep.
And so they escaped England, I think because England wanted them to be Catholic, and they were like, nah, that's too much kneeling. So they got on the boats. What were they? Whatever the boats were, the Pilgrim boats?
The Mayflower.
They got on the Mayflower. Sorry, I was thinking about Columbus's boats. They got on the Mayflower, and then they went,
the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
Exactly.
I only know that because of Step Brothers.
So the Pilgrims get on the Mayflower and they go to America and they decide to settle this land, and it was for God. And then I grow up and I hear other stuff about it's actually about, they didn't want to pay the taxes to the king, and so they left and decided to start their own country where they can either do their own religion but also pay their taxes. But I talked to my mom about it, and my mom's like, no, it was for religion, okay? It was for the freedom of religion, and that's why America is so great. Super conservative, not racist, super conservative.
Yeah.
Is my mom, but she's like definitely in on the we should be a religious country and go back to the Bible. And I'm like, Mom, you can't have that. There are so many people that the Bible's not what they rock with. And
I
she's
thought we
like,
were here for freedom of religion.
well, those
That's the
people
whole point.
shouldn't be. And I was like, what? She's like, they shouldn't be making decisions because that doesn't lead to the life that I want everyone to live. And I was like, so old. Why are people your age still making decisions for people that have to live here for so much longer? Oh my gosh. Shout out to my mom.
Hey, shout out to your mom for holding it down.
Holding it down for the hard conservatives.
For the Pilgrims.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I don't necessarily believe that we've gone away from God and therein lies the decay of the country. There's been a lot of fucking really selfish people taking over what needs to be not biased, like just shit in our country. Anyways, sorry, what were we talking about? How did we get fucking here?
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh my god, sorry. Yeah. Freaking the colonies came over here and they kept growing. They kept growing more and more land.
Were they called Polynesians?
Ooh.
Don't do that because that sounds too
colonizers.
You're gonna make it cool somehow. Don't make it cool for them.
My bad.
Hey, welcome to the Colonization
Erase that.
show.
Hey, where do you live? Polynesia.
One of the 13 colonies in Polynesia.
Right.
But we think about like every time America expanded and got bigger, it was really just taking away land from people that were already living there for a long time without crazy ass wildfires and freaking the crazy shit we've done with climate change since.
For all you people, just to let you know, the people from Mexico are indigenous to this country. Just letting you guys know. You know what I mean? You guys came Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, all those places were Mexico. So just letting you guys know, part of California, Mexico.
They were here. They were here a lot longer than your family was.
Right. And the people in Mexico, they only speak Spanish too, because what happened? The Spanish were assholes too, and they came over. They also came over because Mexico and North America was a bunch of indigenous people, tribes, and a lot of people just wanted to come over here and steal resources.
Exactly. Take the resources, take all the trees, take all the farming, take the gold. There was like a gold rush.
Yep. You guys ever watched Disney's El Dorado?
Of course.
Love that movie.
On the road.
Right.
Wait, was that the cartoon one?
Yeah. Okay. But if you Apocalypto is one of my favorite movies. Love that movie. Have you watched Apocalypto?
Of course. Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't think so.
You do identified with the big girthy brother.
Right. You don't you don't know who Jaguar Paw is? What's wrong with you, Lance?
Oh I'm way behind on a bunch of great movies, but
no, Apocalypto is good. It's about the indigenous people, like the Aztecs. And then like at the end of the movie, it shows like the Spanish coming over, like at the very end. But it was directed by Mel Gibson, in fact. So pretty good movie.
I remember that.
Yeah. Really good movie.
It's Mel Gibson, the director.
I don't know how much historical relevance it has. Because it's
accuracy.
Yeah. But I mean, if that was the case, I don't know if I mean that was pretty rough living for them.
Yeah. It's like an action movie without explosions or fucking
right.
Things getting pretty much. Yeah. It's in the
Michael
forest.
Bay. Yeah.
Instead
of doing the big explosions and stuff.
So,
hey, that's dope if it could be a really good action movie without like the pyrotechnics.
Very intense.
Oh yeah.
Very intense.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. On
any plans? 9th. Any plans? Maybe eat some like indigenous food.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down. Indigenous food. Yeah. Probably hit up Cepha and ask him what falls under that category. He's over there at the Native Center.
Right.
You could just eat Samoan food too.
Or according to Cepha, they ate turkey and they ate turkey and steamed vegetables. According to Cepha, so
what?
At the meeting they served plates of turkey and steamed vegetables.
I don't think.
Yeah, I know Cepha ate a lot of the steamed vegetables, right, Seth?
Of course.
Yeah.
Non-starchy leafy green vegetables. That's the way to go. That should be at least half your plate if you're eating a balanced.
Oh, sorry, they were roasted. Roasted cauliflower is pretty good. I won't lie.
I'm down for it. I definitely need to eat a lot more vegetables.
But deep fried cauliflower from the Cheesecake Factory, even better.
Hey, the Cheesecake Factory. Very nice. Went to Red Robin. Was it yesterday? Yeah, took the girls to Red Robin just to have a little lunch out. And I was looking at the menu, and it was like so many different crazy stuff. And I was like, man, this is cool. Why don't we come here? A lot more. It's like fucking 400 yards away from our house, down the street, right over here in Tansborn. The food is terrible. That's why, because the burgers don't taste the way they say they're going to taste, and yeah, at least the steak fries are always there. I don't know. I just had to end with that. But shout outs. Any before we head out for the weekend? Any shout outs, Mike?
I always have them thought out, and then right when you say shout outs, I'm like, the panic button. I'm pressing it. Yeah, shout out to the homie LJ. He's over in Samoa. He went back again.
Hey, nice.
Over there, he's gonna visit Swain's Island. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to his brother Stuart, who got some new dogs. Sent him some Wonder
Hey.
Walkers. If you or anyone you know has a dog that pulls heavy, hit my line. I will hook you up for
Nice.
real. And then yeah, shout out to my dog Coda. Hasn't been eating a lot, but I put him on this new diet of rice and chicken, and he's been eating that up and doing a lot better.
Hey, keep killing it, King
Yeah.
Coda.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah. Very nice, very nice. What any shout outs for us?
Man, I'm gonna shout myself out, man, because I'm fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching something, man. The guy kept saying that, so but nah, yeah. I still shout out his dog. I'm gonna shout out it's actually my brother-in-law, my sister's dog, but anytime I get there, that's my best friend, besides my niece Lassie. Shout her out too, Lassie. Again, have a good school year. She's a yellow belt now in Taekwondo, and she's awesome. But my dog Suma, I can never sleep in because anytime I get there, doesn't matter. 6 a.m. when she gets up too, I always feel something licking my hand, trying to pull me off the couch to take her outside. So and then I don't know. I feel bad for her because even in the daytime when she wants to go outside, I don't know if she has this idea I'm gonna go out there and run around with her, but I don't. Those days are over. But yeah, shout out to everybody who has a dog out there, a pet, because you know what I mean. They're really cool people, man. They're parts of your family. I love my dog Solo. She's cool. I taught her how to sit. Now she doesn't play fetch very well because she thinks it's a game where I throw the stick and I have to chase her after she gets the stick.
I hate
Again,
that.
that doesn't work with me.
Hey, Mike, does Coda fetch and bring the stick right back?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
None of our
He'll
dogs
run
like
to
do
the
that.
stick and be like, "Yo, this is where it is. Come get it.
Right,
Throw it
I found
again.
it. I found out.
I'll tell you where it is again, but I'll only do this 3 times. After the 4th throw, he's like, "Bruh, are you dumb? Are you dumb,
You
dude?"
keep losing the
Right,
stick.
where you keep throwing it. Soon as she's playful, so she'll run, grab the stick, bite it, look at me, and then I take a step forward, and she takes 7 steps that way, and I take another step forward. Then she runs around me like this dude can't catch me. No shit.
Running
No
circles
shit.
around you. Oh no.
Right. And then when she wants me to throw it again, she'll drop it and like back up and watch me as she backs up if I'm gonna go for it. And if she feels froggy, she'll run for it before I get there. So yeah, definitely a Samoan dog.
Nice. Oh yeah. Shout out to you guys for always being on. Appreciate you guys breaking down all our sports and different things that are going on throughout the week. Shout out to our listeners. After football on Sunday nights, we're going to record another episode recapping all of week 5. You can listen to that super late Sunday night or early Monday morning to get your week started off. All the scores, stats, analysis you need from every single game. And also shout out to our sponsor, Livas Island Apparel, Brother Eri out there in Modesto, California.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Make sure to check out the website, www.livasislandapparel.com. A bunch of different collections. I know it's fall, right? It's about to be spooky season. A lot of different joggers, hoodies, sweatshirts that they've got either with them or online. So make sure, again, check out the website, www.livasislandapparel.com. And
I just copped some new gear from them. Should be expecting it any day now. Shout out to you, Ray. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And yeah, that is our episode for this midweek episode. Second midweek episode 74 Ballinesian podcast. We are rolling right along. Yeah, and we'll catch you guys on Sunday or next week, however long you want to tune in. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or you can watch because we're dumping all the video online of every episode straight onto YouTube. So yeah, YouTube is also at Ballinesian. Yeah, and that's our show. Thank you everybody for listening. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. Stay hydrated, stay ballin', stay blessed. Freaking mix that up. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay ballin', love and light. Peace. Yes, sir.